Hello, you
interview right here,
guys. How are
man.
you
We got
doing
one of the most
today?
talked about
What
guys
do you think
online,
about this
period.
video?
Orlando Brown.
What's
How
up,
you
brother?
doing?
Blessed and highly favored, you know.
It's a pleasure, man.
It's a
I
pleasure to be
mean,
here too, man. Yeah, it's a pleasure to see you, man.
man. I mean, do you feel like people owe you an apology for everything that's going on right now?
No, I don't feel like people owe me an apology. I feel like a lot of people understand that, you just got to be careful with what you play with when you're playing with the intelligence of a certain individual. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you be careful because normally where there's smoke there's fire. Nobody's gonna keep on you know poking at the bear if there's nothing to poke at the bear with. And back then I was poking at the bear, bro. Like I was poking at the bear. Nobody was caring, and everybody thought, oh, why don't you stop posting and all this, and now it's starting to make sense because it's not about hiding anymore, and a lot of people have been hiding, and they're starting to realize that me being that young man that actually grew up to see the beauty in our world is different than me being the grown man that grew up and I'm making fun of our world. I'm only making fun of what we laugh at as a people and as a unit. When it comes down to the beauty of our world, how things can be this and that can be that, and it's a beautiful world. We've evolved so much, and we have not only evolved, but we have put ourselves in a position to where we have not only evolved, but we have put ourselves in a position to where the human anatomy is starting to wake up and align itself with the frontal lobe. So when you say something, it'll manifest. When you say something, and a person is able to look at it and it starts manifesting, it's been there the whole time. But it may take that one person to be able to snap that finger or say that word or bring to the attention of the people what needs to be brought to the attention of the people. And that's exactly what the Lord allowed me to do with my gift of sight. I pray for his knowledge, his wisdom, his know-how, his peace, and his sight. And I'm not really worried about, and I haven't been, and I never will be ever worried about people's opinions and apologies. It's now that we know, let's go to work. Now that we know, we're held accountable. Now that we know, we have to take accountability for it and stay above reproach.
You seem pretty sharp today. I mean, going off other interviews in the past, sometimes you would be high, sometimes you would be jokey.
No, never high, brother. The main thing is, it's what is the platform that I'm on. If I'm on a platform that says I can get loose, I'm gonna get loose. If I'm on a platform that says that I can speak intellectually, I can speak intellectually. If I'm on a platform that says you paid me $5,000 and I'm not here to play, then I'm not here to play. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, some people pay $2,000 and expect that to get this Orlando. You're not going to get this Orlando for $2,000. You're not going to get this Orlando for $1,500. You're not going to get this Orlando for $500. No. No, it's levels to this
it's
shit,
levels.
Bro.
It's
yeah,
levels.
It's definitely levels to this shit. So if you want me to act high, I'll act high. If you want me to act drunk, I'll be drunk. If you want me to say some Raven shit, I'll say some Raven shit. It's now we're watching these interviews, and like I've said before, it's at a 1 hour and a half, and we're not turning this into a movie. Who needs to be fired? Who needs to be fired? We're watching these interviews at 100, like at 100 plus minutes. Is what I'm saying to you. And who needs to be fucking fired for allowing me to keep sitting on? I mean, no disrespect, but allowing me to keep on, loosening up the world mentally without doing it by means of a script, and that means it's just like it's time for people to just get back to the world that I grew up in. There was yeses but the yeses was yes sirs. There was no's, but the no's was no ma'ams. And there's no discipline. There's no way for people to grow up in our world and in our society without understanding how many people don't really care about our society. And these are the higher ups. Like you have the Muslim nation, for instance, the most prominent nation, but they marry 14-year-old girls and 12-year-old little girls. To death. And nobody's saying shit about that, though. Nobody's talking about that. They're running around in their gold Benzes and shit, and they have all this gold on and all this shit. But what about them girls you killed? What about them little girls that you done buried and shit? Calling them your wives and they was really your daughters. See, we didn't come to play today. We didn't come to play, bro.
So it's safe to say, in a lot of your viral interviews from the past, some of your best interviews, the most viewed interviews, a lot of that you were putting on for a character, but you were giving us little seeds of the truth every time.
There's no characters. There's no. It's what did they want from me? What did they want to see? They label it whatever the they want to label it. That's why I don't care. They can label me whatever the they want to label me. You can't put me in a box. It's the Holy Spirit. By any means necessary, it's going to shine bright. By any means necessary. I done been arrested.